Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone. Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey's specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities. At DK Auto Repair in Pierre, we take pride in our fast and professional auto service. Our well-trained techs specialize in transmission repair, tune-ups, brake service, suspension engine repair, auto diagnostics, and general maintenance repairs and oil changes. Making sure you and your family get from point A to point Z and all points in between is what motivates us to provide you exceptional service. At DK Auto Repair, we proudly support every Pierre Governors event, the students involved, and their families.
Of all the things you can teach a child, how to handle money is one of the most important. Their knowledge, discipline, and control in the area of money will follow them wherever they may go, and in every area of their life. Teach them the facts of money. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
This is Randy Schumacher, owner of Capital City Monuments. When the time comes for you to consider the purchase of a memorial, be it ahead of time for yourself or for a loved one who has passed, I am here to help. I have 27 memorials on display in my office. We can design the memorial together when you visit. My reputation has been built on integrity, trust, and caring service to families. I am located across from Hardware Hank on Main Street. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family at Capital City Monuments.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses. And quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
The Pierre Fire Department has a strong and proud history of volunteering for our community since 1881. We have some great men and women who are serving our community, and we are always looking for more quality volunteers. No experience is necessary, as we provide training locally. If you are looking for the next adventure and an opportunity to serve your community, volunteer today. It's as easy as calling 605-773-7401 to get started.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Good afternoon and welcome to a toasty Tuesday afternoon here at the PILC Soccer Complex. I'm Dave Williams with you. It's the regular season finale as the Pierre Governors play host to the Huron Tigers. And joining me for this tilt on the pitch, we've got Coach Sean Blanchette. Thanks for joining me, Sean.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is a good opportunity here. This is kind of a unique thing for our boys program. We're sitting in 8th position right now. We've got an opportunity to get a home playoff game, which is something we have never had before. So this team's hopefully ready to come out and take that next big step and secure a home set for us next week in the playoffs.
And after what you would probably call an emotional game Saturday, where they were able to get that penalty goal in the last minute, I'm sure they're ready to go. And like you said, solidify that position. Having a home game would be great for the playoffs.
Yeah, and Saturday was one of their biggest tests of the year. That was a hard-fought game, and one of their struggles this season has been some inconsistency in play from game to game. But Saturday they brought it, and they got down, were able to bring themselves back in, and Devin Flottmeyer made a hustle play and earned him a penalty kick, and we were able to equalize. So hopefully we can carry that momentum forward today.
Yeah, it seemed like they were really able to bounce back from that deer in the headlights look against Yankton. Similar kind of teams, though, but they played a lot more deliberate. They took those shots when they were available against Jefferson, and the result, that 1-1 draw, and puts them in a good position for the playoffs as Huron comes in at 4-6-1 into this match, and the Governors 6-4-2 after that draw over the weekend. And right now Huron controlling the play, bringing it up to the right wing. There's Garcia, and a little pressure there by the Governors defense.
Yep, Devin just came over, put some pressure on him, and played it off him, earned a throw in here. Rylan Derry with a nice play. He's going to go up the sideline.
And he's got some help. He's got Peterson in the middle as he brings it up the left wing, and we have a whistle here.
Yep, Derry called for a foul. They were shouldering up, and he just extended his arm, and center referee didn't care for that, so he blew the whistle.
Looks like he's setting a tone early on. There was a little bit more physicality allowed the last game against Jefferson, and this kind of lets him know, well, we're not going to let you do that this time round.
Yep, if he's consistent with it, that'll be kind of the tone of the game. But our team, the Governors, aren't afraid to play a physical game, and that's one thing you'll see out of Huron. It doesn't matter if they're having an up year or down year. They're going to come out and they're going to work hard. They're going to be physical. They're going to try to play fast, and they're just aggressive throughout the whole contest.
And that's what I noticed about the Governors on Saturday, as opposed to the game against Yankton. They were a lot more physical, getting to the ball, hustling, and were winning a lot of those battles. And quickly knocked away by the Governor defense. Flopmeyer just boots it out and right onto the foot of Derry, but yeah, we got another whistle.
It took a weird bounce there, and it bounced right up into his elbow, so he got a handball called on him.
Not much you can do when that happens to you, and it takes those funny bounces. So a free kick here for Huron. A little off to the left of the goal, and
yep, just a light bounce into the box. Easy pickup for Carson Aharts.
And
out to Derry again here.
Yeah, he has been solid in net for the Governors. This
he's
going
to try to find Cole Peterson. A little too far ahead of him.
Yeah, race towards the ball, and Rosales, the goalkeeper for the Tigers, able to get there first, and probably good for him.
Good patience by Casey Browers to wait for that pass. Oh, he lost it back, but he's going to try to recover on him. And
Flopmeyer will race down to the corner, try to control the ball, and he does. Battling there against Say for the Tigers, and it looks like it went out off of Flopmeyer. So a throw in here for the Tigers. Tough to control there in the corner, and the Tigers knock it over the end line, so a goal kick here for the Governors.
Yeah, a couple of things the players are going to have to adjust to. One, that playing surface out there has been played on all season. It's starting to dry out, so it's a rather hard surface. Ball's going to bounce hard, and plus you got a really strong wind coming out of the northeast that's coming right across the field. So the ball gets up in the air, it's going to carry. It's going to be hard to judge off the bounce.
And the Tigers controlling in the offensive zone. A quick one hopper to Aharts, had a pretty good look at that one, so easily pulls that one in.
Yeah, and I think if the Governors can hold them to taking shots from distance like that, that's something we'll take all day. As long as Aharts has plenty of time and space to adjust to that ball, that shouldn't be a problem for him.
Yeah, he made an unbelievable save against Jefferson where he stretched. I mean, he's tall, but he stretched all the way out and then had to jump right on it because he had two defenders on either side of him. So he's been pretty solid back there.
Well, so far the Governors are looking good, occupying space. They're being patient. Huron's trying to play pretty direct so far, but we're covering that space and we're just waiting for it, and we're stepping up and getting some good picks so far.
And a little different look than we've seen the last couple of games for the Governors. The last two teams, Jefferson and Yankton, they were crazy fast on the field, and a little more slower speed, it looks like, for this Huron team. Ball at midfield, the Governors trying to control. Carnegie does get it across the midfield stripe up to Derry, and that was kicked away, but Carnegie tried to track it down as the Tigers cleared it out to midfield. That's Say controlling right now, centers it to Sure, and he was looking for Say again, but looks like
that matchup right there where Devin Flopmeyer went up with him, that's the physicality that Huron's going to bring. They're not going to shy away from it. They're going to get their body in there and try to shield you off that ball every time.
So both teams are going to want to work hard, try to control the ball and make those opportunities.
Derry with some nice dribbling there. He's beating a couple defenders, and we're going to get a throw in.
He's got Bowers and also Cole Peterson up front with him. He's got plenty of room and gets the ball back off the throw in.
He's going to switch it over to Thompson, get the defense on the move.
And that's what I noticed the last game. They really did a good job.
That's a good combination there between Thompson and Ersman up that outside channel.
They really worked well the last couple games together, and spreading it out on Saturday too. That was really helped them against Jefferson. So probably expect to see more of that today too.
Yeah, if you can work the ball from side to side and up and down, I mean, as long as you're getting to new areas of the field and exploiting the space that you're creating and given, hold on to the ball longer, change your points of attack, and create opportunities that way.
A lot of times people who are, they're casual soccer watchers, and you'll be like, why are they sending it back towards their goal? Well, you're trying to make space and open up lanes and just open up the field for your offense.
Right, and what you'll do is, you're at that moment you're relieving the pressure. So instead of just the forward attack, and then that will stretch the other team out and provide bigger spaces to play through, and then you send your players on the run again. So A lot of times dropping that pass back and resetting is the smart thing to do.
Absolutely. Kaniga booms it up towards Derry on the right side.
Play on,
And just a little too far. And plus Rosales comes out and he says, no, we don't want to give them an opportunity like that. And he punts it back towards midfield.
Flottmeyer out of the air, right. Good header right to Browers. Browers going to have to be a little bit quicker there. Got away with it.
Peterson tried to boom it in, but that one...
No, that was a good through ball into space. He's going to get one-on-one with Aharts. Right at him. Good stop by Aharts.
Great run there by Say, and but Aharts did have a good beat on it. Kind of got a good angle on him, too, as the defender helped on that, too.
Well, that'll be something to watch for. That was a very quick counter by Huron. We'll see if they continue to go to that, if they're going to lay back and play a counter-attacking game. I know that they're capable of holding teams to low scores or off the scoreboard.
So the Governors reset and try to bring it up to the midfield. Derry will kick it back to Flottmeyer and kind of reset again, just like we were talking about. Don't be afraid to push it back, to push it ahead. Taylor bodied off the ball. He had a couple of.
We're going to get another.
Tigers.
There's Casey Brewers again with a nice steal.
Here comes Derry,
nice
pushes
chip.
it ahead.
Yep.
Just turned away by the defense. And that's what was nice, I think, against Jefferson, because we've seen a lot of those long home run passes and sometimes forced, but they didn't seem like that in the last game. They took them when they were available to them, and they really did help.
Exactly. They weren't going to them every single time, and you know what I was saying earlier is if you can use different spaces and you can change points of attack and kind of have variations to what you're trying to do, you're harder to defend.
Yeah, it keeps the defense off balance. They don't know quite what you're going to do. Instead of having those same tendencies all the time, you're mixing it up and changing it. And the Governors send it back towards midfield. A good header there by Flottmeyer. Unfortunately for Preble, he kind of hit a slick spot there.
Yeah, I think that's that hard pan out there in some of those field areas. Those cleats will just skid on you. Ball into the box. Easy pickup for Aharts.
And Hutu was the one who sent that one in, but he didn't quite hook up with his teammate Say, who was working his way towards the goal, but an easy play for Aharts, who just tosses it ahead, and they're going to work it up the right wing.
Oh. Spencer Taylor with an errant pass. Turnover there. Let's see if Huron can do anything with it. We need to get some pressure on that ball a little bit quicker, I think.
And Muget looks to work it towards the middle of the field, finds Hutu with it. He was the one who took the last shot, and now they're going to work it to the weak side. Great job on defense. There's Schlickenmeyer. He was a big force against Jefferson. Did a great job on defense, and there he is again getting in the way of that pass.
He did, and he had been the previous few games. He'd been battling some injury, and but he looked to be back 100% against Jefferson, and he was a defensive presence for us.
He really was. He was a force back there, and a pass ahead up to Derry, and that one off the defender as Thaw couldn't control it, so it'll be a Governor's throw in down in the offensive end.
Huron's defense looks to have quite a bit of speed, and they're staying pretty well organized. They're all dropping back, and it looks like they're staying pretty tight. So we'll have to see if we can stretch them out from side to side and create some channels to play through.
And Preble comes off for a bit of a breather. Stephen Blanchette now in for the Governors. And the throw in from Derry, and he gets it right back, and he's going to try to work it towards the goal. He's got Cole Peterson up there, and also he had Blanchette as well. But Huron takes it away, and here comes Hutu, and he's pushing it ahead, finds Say with it.
He's going to have an overlapping run on the outside there. Devin Flottmeyer sniffed it out, played it out of bounds. See if our defense can reset here.
Yeah, give him an opportunity to kind of catch up and get set, and tossing it in on the throw-in was Garcia, and right back out off of the Tigers.
And when Huron has won the ball, they're as we talked from the top, they're really looking to play that ball quickly.
Throw in up ahead to Derry. He'll turn and try to run with it.
Browers with a nice run on the outside. I don't think Derry saw him, or he was closed down, couldn't get to him.
Yeah, he was battling with Hutu, who took that one away, and we've got a whistle here. I think we had a little bit of a push there.
Going against the Governors. I think Derry extended that arm again, so he'll just have to make note of that.
So a free kick opportunity here for Huron. Pineda will be taking that. Again, off to the left of the goal. That's kind of been their go-to on their first 2 free kicks.
Yep, they're trying to get it over that wall, send it to the back post. Wasn't enough on that one quite, but
Ahart gets it up to Derry and over to Brewers. Yeah, finding the open man on the weak side. Good job there as they push it back to Schlickenmeyer.
Yep. They're not forcing it.
Battle at midfield. Huron takes it away right now. Gay has it. He passes it off to Thon. They push it in a little further. There's Schlickenmeyer again, getting a foot on it, sending it out of the box.
Again, they win it in the midfield, and they're looking for that quick through ball on the ground.
So far, 0-0 between Huron and the Governors. So we're in the first half of this season finale, regular season finale. Huron Tigers control, looking to get something set up. Pineda has it and gets it right back on the give and go, takes it into the box.
Lots of time there. Good save by Aharts. They gave him too much time.
And Aharts, at least he was able to see that one, not a lot of traffic in front of him, so he could make that diving save. But you don't want to do that too much.
No, and that was a good, hard, low shot to the outside post there. And he didn't have a lot of time to react to it, but you don't want to give those up.
Yeah, got to be a little more cognizant of him getting in there and just booming that shot in. And again, like we said, thankfully not traffic in there. So good save by Aharts. And the Governors add midfield with it. Derry looking ahead for Peterson.
For Peterson again.
He's got that speed, 17 goals on the season. Ooh, a little bit of a high kick. I think he got away with that one. And he controls still a lot of Huron Tigers around him. So
they relieve the pressure back to Flodmeyer. We're going to kind of reset here.
Derry has it taken away by Gay, who pushes it ahead. But some pressure there by Taylor. He's gotten a lot more minutes the last few games. He's been doing well. Schlickenmeyer, he's battling with Say again, down towards the corner, takes it away. Good job there.
Good defense by Cordell.
Flotmeyer boots it towards the midfield stripe.
And again, a lot of time on the ball there, unpressured.
The Tigers trying to get something set up in the middle, and they swing it out to the right wing. Working it down to Hutu, and there's Flotmeyer trying to kick it away, but a good job by Hutu to keep that one in. Schlickenmeyer trying. He wanted to at least get it out the sideline, and he did. Didn't want to give him a corner kick, so great job there battling. We're going to have the throw in near the corner for the Tigers. Good job by Carnegie to head that one away and not let them get it too close to the goal, but can't control it. At least Huron kicks it out over the end line.
Jeremy using his size advantage back there, and they did get a second opportunity. It wasn't a clean look, but we'll want to try to eliminate those second balls.
And Huron turns it right back around.
Taylor unable to hold on to it, and again, he just slowed down, waited for those runners, and trying to find that through ball. Our defense picked it up, though.
And there's Schlickenmeyer once again getting it cleared out. Blanchette looking for some help. He finds Derry. Derry sends it over to the weak side. He's got Flotmeyer over here, and he's going to look to make a run. Drops it off to Brewers.
Miscommunication there, but they kept it.
Derry with it as they reset again, and looks to make a move and does. Another defender knocks it away, but Derry gets back to control it, so they're going to reset again. This Huron defense, they're not giving up. They are playing tough.
and they will play that tough individual defense all day. They'll get up, they'll get both feet in the challenge, and they don't let anybody get hardly any time on that ball.
You got to make quick decisions here, and Derry's trying to make a move. He does.
Gonna go for a shot. Oh, he sailed it.
Yeah, just
that was a decent look.
Got underneath it. That's really the first good look the Governors have had, but they were able to move the ball around like they needed to, get through the defense, and at least get that first shot off, and now he kind of broke the ice there. Rosales with the kick.
Good step by Flottmeyer. He didn't end up with it, but.
And the Tigers push it across the midfield stripe, and it's going to be a kind of a weak shot. Not really a shot. He was just trying to dump it in for his teammate. But
yep, he chipped it over trying to find that runner, but it was a little too forward and right into the hands of Carson Aharts.
Yeah, he was there before Say could catch up with it, and Aharts boots it away. It's at midfield. Peterson sends it back, and Blanchette sends it up ahead. Thompson's got it now on the right side, and he's going to work it around the field and look for those open spots. In the 19th minute here in the first half, scoreless between the Pierre Governors and the Huron Tigers. I'm Dave Williams. Thanks to Caleb Brozek on the video and Coach Sean Blanchette for joining me this afternoon. A beautiful day. I mean, considering it is in the 90s, it was 92 degrees at kickoff time, but the breeze helps to cool things down, especially when you're out there on the field.
Yeah.
Not typical
pretty hot
soccer
for late
weather.
September. Pretty hot.
It really is, but it's going to cool back down tomorrow, back into the mid-70s. It'll feel more like fall again. The Governors control, and Taylor with it looks.
That was a pretty good possession up until that pass, but
yeah, he was looking towards the left corner there, but he didn't have anybody there to get it to.
Yeah, if we can occupy this half and keep Huron on defense, the opportunities will start coming.
And that looks like kind of what the idea is.
They're not rushing it. They're not forcing it. There's a shot.
Good
by Cole
shot
Peterson.
by Peterson. He didn't miss the bar by much. So goal kick coming up for.
Gonna have a water break.
And that's probably not a bad idea on a day like today. So we'll step aside as well. Scoreless here at the PILC Soccer Complex. Pierre 0, Huron 0 in the first half.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And welcome back to the PILC Soccer Complex on this Tuesday afternoon. And Sean, as we were just talking about how warm it was, they decided to take a hydration break. 94 degrees right now And, of course, when you're out there on the field running around, you get a little toasty out there. So a good call there to take the hydration break. And so far, the Governors have they've been able to play their game. They've gotten a couple of shots now. Nothing right now, but as you continue to keep pushing on the offense and spend more time down there, you're going to have more opportunities too.
Yep, both teams are kind of starting to settle into the game. Pierce had some good possessions down here in Huron's defensive half. And obviously the longer you occupy the ball down here, the more opportunities you're going to get. And
a nice takeaway there by Blanchette, but couldn't control, along the sideline there. So a throw in for the Tigers.
In addition to getting some water, there's a benefit to those hydration breaks because the coaches can, they can spend a minute to visit with the players and see if there's any adjustments that they're wanting to make or any. They made a substitute there. It looks like Matthias Prebel's back in for Spencer Taylor. So we'll see if anything comes out of this.
Almost like a free timeout that you don't have to spend. So the Derry pushes ahead looking for Browers. Couldn't quite get it to him as it was taken away by the defense. And the Tigers are going to try and turn it upfield again.
Good pressure by Browers to slow the attack down there.
Yeah, great job by the Governors not letting them just push it ahead real fast.
And there's an open man. That's a good run through. But again, there's another through ball, but it's straight ahead to Carson Aharts, and that's a pretty easy pickup for him.
So he hasn't had to work too hard so far. He's got the one save on that really good shot. And he's been able so far to see any kind of loping shots and crosses that they're sending in his way. And fortunately, Peterson couldn't catch up to that feed there, and the Tigers, well, they're going to try and make something happen, get it up towards midfield, but the Governors really doing a good job in the midfield area.
They are. Huron's found a few through balls. They haven't played cleanly, but Pierre's been pretty disruptive in there, not letting them play out with any consistency, getting good pressure on the ball, getting some turnovers.
It looked like a little bit of a shove there, but they let them play on, and that one not so much.
Yep, and Matthias Prebel, same thing with Derry earlier. It looks like Jacob Hilsenegger, the center referee, is going to be consistent with that extension of the arm. He's going to be calling it.
And that's what you want as a coach and as the players. At least if you're going to make those calls, keep calling that throughout the game.
And that's one thing that, you always tell your players, just understand what the referee's going to be calling and what he considers to be a foul and make adjustments to it.
Absolutely, and the Governors couldn't catch up as Browers was trying to get to that before it went over the sideline, so a throw in here for the Tigers.
Again, good pressure by Browers there in the midfield. Oh.
And a shot that goes wide there by Pineda will result in a goal kick for the Governors. Haven't had a lot of traffic in front. They've been able to at least keep them, out of the box when they're trying to take these shots. They haven't really been able to get too close into Aharts there. And the Governors work it back, try to get reset as Flopmeyer sends it ahead, looking for Derry. Peterson there to pick up the loose ball, though.
Got runners to the outside. He finds Nate Arisman on that outside channel.
See if Arisman can catch up to it. Yeah, a little too far for him, so a throw in for the Tigers here.
Good run, though. Good idea. We can connect there. You never know. You can get a dangerous cross into the box and get some opportunities that way, too. And it's all about making sure you're doing something a little different all the time and not making yourself predictable.
Right, and there was a lot of green grass there for them to go at it, and it just unfortunately a little too far on that pass. As the Tigers push ahead down towards the corner as Gay is looking to make a move on Slickenmeyer. That's a tough thing to do. Slickenmeyer turns him away, but the Tigers still control. Knocked away.
Again, disruptive in the midfield there, just applying enough pressure so that they can't play it cleanly. Being patient so far. We're still playing pretty direct out of the midfield, though. We're looking for a lot of straight up and down balls for Cole. without a lot of numbers forward.
Yeah, there was 3 defenders back there, and they had a better beat on that pass from Browers than Peterson did. So the Tigers are trying to get a little deeper into the Pierre zone, and down goes one of the Tigers. That was Pineda. So another free kick, and so far we've seen them send it to the left of the goal, trying to get something going over there. We'll see if they do that again. Doesn't look like a big wall in front right now. Everybody's kind of spread out. And up and over Peterson.
Back post, that's a good ball in. They got behind us. Luckily, he didn't make contact with it.
Yeah, sure was trying for the header, but he got pushed off and not able to get to it. So a goal kick here for the Governors, and that's what we saw a lot from. Boy, did Yankton live on that when they were here.
They did.
The header into the goal, and they did a great job of executing that. So Derry with the ball at midfield, looking ahead.
Trying to find Peterson again there. It was a good diagonal ball, just a little bit too much ahead of Cole there. Good stop by Preble.
Preble's going to carry it himself, see if he can create some space. He's got some teammates around him and found Derry.
See here again, now we're possessing the ball in front of their box. We're moving the ball around, trying to find a point of attack, and there we'll win a corner kick out of that. So we'll take that. We'll take that all day.
Absolutely, being a little more patient, a little more deliberate, and trying to set something up. And that's the first corner kick of the game for either side. So we'll see
if Ersman can get a good ball into the box here. We've especially with Preble in there, we've got a height advantage. We'll see what we can do with it. It's not a bad ball on the back post. Had nobody there, but
Brower's trying to chase it down. He's got some help from Flotmeyer there. Great job. Peterson's going to battle with Pineda for the ball along the sideline there. And Peterson wins it away. Huron, though, they're sneaky, and they're not going to give up. And here they are in the Pierre zone with it, working on the left wing, and they're going to try to work it towards the middle and see if they can make something happen here. Good run, but turned away. That was sure that was headed towards goal before Flotmeyer booted that one out over the sideline. Scoreless between Huron and the Pierre Governors. Looks like when we get a chance, Say's going to come in for Huron. Is on the throw, and they still control. And Sure has it. Gets it towards the middle of the field, and a big boot up and over the goal by Saw.
Another shot from distance for Huron. Again, that's we'll take that over them getting into the box. And Carson Aharts has the height, and he's got the ability to stretch out and get back and forth. So, like we said, as long as he's got a little time to react to it, it shouldn't be a problem.
So far, that's what his defense has done for him. Been able to keep them out of the close range shots and a big booming goal kick out to midfield. And Peterson controls and finds Browers with it. And right back to Peterson. Back to Browers. Looking for some room through these Huron defenders, which can be tough because they're playing well today. And the Tigers steal it away and push it back into the Pierre zone. And here comes Hutu and getting things set up, looking to work it down towards the box, but the defenders push it back a little bit. Huron still with the ball. Got a man out on the wing. Let's see if they get it to him, but no, they'll work it back towards the goal. It's Pineda with it. He's been the one taking a few of those big, long shots.
He has, and he's been beating some guys on the dribble there in a 1v1 situation. I'd like to see the Governors get a little more pressure on him there.
And there's another one of those long shots. Garcia on that one, and not much to worry about for Aharts. We've had about 6 shots, but the majority of them have been long and wide. That one an easy one for Aharts to control. The Governors, though, they're looking to get something going here in the Huron zone. They've got a throw in on the far sideline.
Throw in gave us an opportunity to kind of shift our whole team up there and get some numbers up in the Huron's defensive half. And that was off target.
A little too far.
Give it back to Huron.
The Tigers will throw it in quick, trying to get something going, catch the defense napping, but they weren't able to there. Flotmeyer, great job paying attention.
Caden Aharts is going to check in here in the next opportunity for the Governors. Usually they put him in at a forward position to spell Derry or Peterson. Give them a breather.
Derry knocked off the ball there by Saar, and the Tigers control, no call. Long pass ahead, looking for save, but we got a whistle.
Yep, Devin had cut in front of him and had him sealed off, and he just took a swipe to the ankle from behind there, and referee saw it right away.
So they're looking kind of for that home run ball like the Governors do now and then, but yeah, good job on defense by Flotmeyer. Up ahead to Browers at midfield, looking for Peterson, but the pass a little off there.
Yep, not able to connect there. I don't know if he and Cole weren't communicating or if it was just a misread, but you get those things cleaned up a little bit and play out of the midfield and get forward. But it all starts there. You've got to clean that up and relieve some pressure, and then look for a better option.
Carnegie for a minute there took it away. Huron turns it right back down towards the corner, but Flotmeyer, first one there, he's going to battle towards the sideline and at least just get it over and force a throw in. Let everybody kind of get set again. In the 31st minute here in the first half, still a scoreless game between Huron and Pierre here at the PILC Soccer Complex. I'm Dave Williams. Joining me, Coach Sean Blanchette. And so far, both teams playing pretty well on defense.
Dangerous spot here for the Governors. Huron's got a free kick right outside the box off to the right side here. If he puts that near the back post, that'll be pretty dangerous. Hopefully we can clear it out here.
Garcia will take the kick.
Oh,
and Ahart's unable to handle it. And in the 31st minute, the Huron Tigers go up 1-0. Yeah, that was a shot Ahart's had a hard time with. I don't think he was expecting it to come to the near post and mishandled, and they were able to pounce on that one and put it in behind him.
Yep, just an unfortunate bobble right there, and Huron crashed the net, and the Governors didn't, and that was the difference.
So the Tigers strike first late here in the first half, 1-0 at the PILC Soccer Complex, and the Governors looking to get something going and out of bounds, but that one, I believe, was that off of? Yeah, it was off the Governors. So Huron throw in. And they'll just kick that back to Ahart's and let him boot it ahead. Carnegie gets it over towards the sideline. Thompson tried to control, but that one taken away by the Tigers in a battle there as the Tigers still control and send it towards goal. Good head by Flotmeyer trying to clear it out. Couldn't quite all the way. And there's Hutu.
Yep.
Gets it in the box and tried a centering pass. Still loose, and that one knocked away.
Dangerous ball in.
It was.
Governors were kind of unprepared for that.
And Blanchette able to get that one over the sideline, and yeah, you can't give them too many opportunities like that. We already saw in that free kick, just one little mistake, and they were able to jump on that, and Huron's ahead 1-0 as we get towards the end of the first half. The final regular season game as we get ready for the playoffs. And, even with that goal, you can't panic. You just need to continue to play your game. They've had some good opportunities so far. And just keep pushing to see what you can make happen. And a long booming kick out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick for the Governors.
Yep, you've just got to be patient and wait for that one opportunity.
Still a lot of time in the game.
A lot of game left.
Ahart's will send it to the midfield stripe just over the head of Derry.
The younger Ahart's up top, putting some pressure on the ball.
Peterson heads it over towards the right sideline, looking for some help at the Tigers there to control. Thompson, though, takes it away. He's going to move it ahead. Battling over there with Pineda.
Cole Peterson's going to look to... Didn't get a touch on it.
Couldn't catch up with that one, and Sure gets it to Hutu. Hutu hands it off to Gay. He'll try to get something going right back to Pineda. You got to watch out for him. He has had some good, strong kicks, just not on the mark so far today.
And Huron's doing a good job of playing very quickly. They're limiting their touches. They've got good movement off the ball that's allowing them to do that. And you know, when you can play good one or two touch soccer, that's hard to defend, and that's kind of what they've shifted to right here.
Yeah, they've really kind of changed, especially since that goal. They've really kind of been moving around, like you said, a lot quicker, finding some open space, and that's what the Governors have to counter and see if they can do on the offensive end as well. Try to create some space and make some things happen as Aharts gets ready for the goal kick. Again, looking for Derry at the midfield stripe. Derry gets a head on it, but can't quite get it to Caden Aharts. And Huron again will bring it across the midfield stripe. There's Pineda.
Another distant shot.
Another distant shot. So that wasn't Pineda. That was Muge who got that shot in, but easily played.
He's probably 35, 40 yards out. That's no threat right now.
So another shot for the Tigers, but again, like you said, they've been forcing them outside other than that free kick that turned into the goal, and that's really what they need to do is just keep them away from the goal. As we saw, they got that opportunity in there, and they capitalized. Going to throw in for the Tigers on the far side. They look to move it ahead towards the midfield stripe. Battling there is Blanchette. Got Aharts trying to help him there. The Governors do take it away up ahead a little too far for Aharts on that leading pass. It looks like the Tigers knocked it over the sideline. Throw in, Thompson pushed off.
That's a good physical play by Ersman. He was going, he had a play on the ball and drew a foul. And now the Governors have a dangerous opportunity about 30, 35 yards out.
So for the first free kick for the Governors here. They did have a corner kick earlier, weren't able to capitalize on that. You've got both Kaniga and Peterson there. Looks like Kaniga's going to take it.
Oh, he's going to lay it off for Cole. Tried to get a cross in, mishit it, and put it behind the net.
You're looking for that upper corner and just couldn't connect. Preble is back in for the Governors.
Caden Aharts will step off.
1-0 lead for Huron as we are in the 36th minute, getting closer to the end of the first half. A quick whistle on that goal kick. A little bit of a tie up there.
Yet who he called it on Pierre, I think. Nope, he's going to call that on Huron.
So a break there for the Governors. They're going to get reset up ahead to Peterson. He gets by the
Cole.
He got by him quick.
Good cross into the box. He found
Browers is there.
Almost had Casey. That was a good run and a good ball in. Good step by Devin. He's got to get back though.
And looking for the long home run pass to Schur, but Schlickenmeyer there, just like he's done the last couple of games, he's been solid on defense.
Yep. He just got a position on him and kept him off the ball.
So a throw in for the Governors. Flopmeyer, and he gets it right back along the sideline. Looking for some room. He's got Browers. Browers to Derry. And he's got plenty of room and pushes it back so they can try and get something set up downfield.
Yep, and that's a drop pass to switch fields and try to stretch them out. We lost the ball there, but yeah, that's the idea. Is you win it and all this pressure, and you're just looking to play out of it and stretch the other team out a little bit.
The Governors, are they going to have a throw-in, or is it looks like Huron with the throw-in on the far sideline. A couple of Governors around the ball. Let's see, they can't quite take it away from the Tigers. Hutu can't handle it, but smartly sends it back to Garcia.
And Peterson has dropped back into a midfield position. It looks to me the idea is, especially on defense, he can use his physicality and his athleticism to really get around and be disruptive. And then, he's got the speed that if we need him to get forward in a hurry, he can do that too.
Yeah, and the Governors in this game, they've got a little bit more of a height advantage. Usually it's the other way around, but today they've got a little bit more height on the Huron team. So use that where you can. And who to?
Yep, again, and these are quick passes. They're quick to switch the fields here, and just quick ball movement when they can get it. And
yes, they're doing a great job just moving it all over the field. And a big boomer, but nowhere near the goal. That one actually went over the fence and into the street.
And again, you're looking at 30, 35 yards out. But, if Huron looks for a different option there as they just continue to probe that defense back and forth, and we'll need to be just not settle in and just assume they're going to take that long shot. If they look for an opportunity there, they might find one.
They're looking ahead for Browers, but again, Rosales, he has really been on top of those passes like that, making sure that the Governors aren't able to catch up to it. And right back in the offensive zone, Kaniga kicks it up ahead. Blanche
through ball to
nice
Caden Thompson.
So they'll bring it
He's
up.
going to beat him. He's going to get into the box.
Just as time expires.
That was a good opportunity.
That's more of what they need to look for as the game goes on. So we are at the half. The Huron Tigers off a free kick and the rebound. They have the lead 1-0 here at the PILC Soccer Complex. So Coach Blanchette, what are your thoughts here on the first half? What did you see out of the Governors you liked, and maybe things they need to adjust going into the second half?
Well, at the beginning, I was really looking for a little more pressure in the midfield, but it looks like they've kind of made that adjustment, and they've been a little bit disruptive. What I would like to see in the second half is, maybe we reduce the amount of times that we're sending that long direct ball up to goal. And the few times that we've built up and we've looked for those opportunities to play through balls, and we've had numbers up in our attacking half, we've had some good things happen there. So hopefully we can mix a little bit more of that and get more people involved in the possession in and around the goal. So
and I think we saw a lot of that against Jefferson. I think
we did.
If they use that kind of mindset and that kind of game plan, I think that's really going to help here in the second half.
Yep, and one of the biggest things is, you're down 1-0. You really can't let your energy level drop. You can't let your effort drop. If anything, it's got to increase because, if the goal here today is to get a win and really secure that home field spot. So they're really going to have to work at it here to pull themselves back in. But they're capable of that. If they the times we're remaining patient and then going forward, we're at least I would say not getting controlled in the midfield. I would say it's more 50-50, but that really hasn't been a difference maker yet. If we can keep those things up and continue to vary our attack, we just need the one opportunity to equalize, and then if we can get that, then it's a brand new game from there on out. But there's still a lot of game left. There's plenty of time. No reason to panic, and no reason to get your spirits down.
Right, and we know this team can score quickly, so that's something to at least ease the mind a little bit. We're at the half here at the PILC Soccer Complex. The Huron Tigers with a 1-0 lead will be back for more second half action. We'll take a 3-minute break right here on GoGovs.live. You also watching on the River page at drgnews.com and on the DRG News app.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Grossenberg Implement is your destination for tractor and combine parts. Check the website for new aftermarket parts just added and get on their mailing list so you don't miss out. This week, get 8% off all hay moisture testers. Hey, can't beat that deal. Check it out this week at Grossenberg Implement. Locations in Winter, Pierre, Phillip, and Belfouche, South Dakota, Bloomfield, Hardington, and Wayne, Nebraska, and Sundance, Wyoming. Or you can check out the Grossenberg customer calendar for details.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
The field. And welcome back to the PILC Soccer Complex, the regular season finale between the Huron Tigers and the Pierre Governors. Huron, after the first half, leading 1-0. And just a quick look at shots. Just one corner kick in the first half, and that went to the Pierre Governors. Shot-wise, there was about 7 shots, but a lot of them were errant. For the Tigers, 3 saves is what I have A-Hearts down for. While the Governors, they didn't take a lot of shots. They had 3 quality shots over the first half. And the goalie, Rosales, didn't have to make a save on those as they all went a little high and wide, but not by a whole lot. And that was really the difference, Sean, that in that first half between the shots the Tigers took and the Governors took. The Governors really had better looks.
Yeah, we're getting better, higher quality or higher percentage looks at goal, and you know, we probably mentioned about 5 or 6 times there in the first half with Huron. They're 30 to 40 yards out, and you know, A-Hearts has plenty of time to react to that. So you know, we'll take the quality over the quantity like that any day.
Absolutely. Here in the second half, we're looking for the Governors to put a little more pressure. They did a really good job moving the ball around. There's, you know, not a ton of home run shots. Like we said, you want to pick and choose where you take those, and they've done a good job again today of, you know, not trying to force it, but just looking to see what's there.
Yep, and they have gone there a few times, but they're also, you know, there was a few attacks where they're getting out into that wide channel and trying to exploit that space, and you know, when you can do those things and kind of keep that defense honest, then you have a better, you know, chance or ability to kind of stretch them out and then really find the good opportunities. So you know, it is a decent mix. You know, again, if we're going to be looking to send those long balls up and find Cole or Ryland in the open field, you know, this half, you know, with the hard field and the ball bouncing the way it is and the stiff backwind that they're going to have, there's just a little judgment there and placement, because it'll carry in a hurry. And you know, if you hit it just a little bit too hard, it'll be in the hands of the goalkeeper pretty easily. So
yeah, that's definitely something here in the second half. Like you said, they're going to have the wind at their back. You just have to make that adjustment when you're, you know, taking those shots. And what we've seen from Huron, their defense have been really solid. They've done a great job, and there's a couple of quick guys you just have to watch out for. Hutu and also number 10, Pineda, who's been taking some of those big long shots. He's got a cannon on him. He just hasn't gotten it lasered in on the goal yet, so they need to make sure they don't give up an opportunity like that to him.
Yep, and the key to that is when he's got the ball, just, you just got to get out on him and block his view of goal. Get a little pressure on him so he can't hit it cleanly. Don't give him a lot of time. Don't give him a lot of space, and you should be okay. Huron's defense is playing very well. They're very aggressive and physical. They meet you at the ball every single time, and they put a challenge on the ball every time. They're just not afraid to come in and challenge for it. So, again, a way to counter that is just quick combination play. Get the ball off your feet and keep it moving. It's hard. You kind of can counter that physicality and that quickness if you can just keep the ball moving quickly through the space.
So the Governors just need to continue to be aggressive on the ball as well. They know Huron is going to. They're not going to give up. So you just want to keep those battles and win what you can. Keep spreading it out and look for those open spaces, and we'll see what can happen here in the second half. We still got another 40 minutes of soccer to play and plenty of time to try and get that tying goal.
Yep. See what adjustments coach has made here in the second half. He's going to have Cole Peterson and Ryland Derry up top again. Looks like Nate Ayersmith will be out wide in the wing position. Casey Browers, that's where they were in the first half. And defensively, it appears that he's going to have Blanchette and Matthias Preble as their defensive mids, and then the usual back line of Jeremy Carnegie and Cordell Schlickenmeyer in the middle, and then Devin Flopmeyer out on that left outside back, and Caden Thompson on the right outside back.
Boy, that combination of Schlickenmeyer, Carnegie, and Flopmeyer, they have been playing well again today and doing a great job not giving up those close quarters opportunities.
Right. Well, and Jeremy and Cordell are not afraid to use their size to their advantage, so hopefully we can continue that. And the strength you get in Flotmeyer out there on that outside back position is he's very opportunistic when he does it, but he's very good at getting forward and he's very quick. And that was a huge benefit to us on Saturday, getting into the box and drawing that PK against Jefferson. So if he has an opportunity to get forward, I'm hoping we can see a little more of that this half.
And right off the kickoff, the Tigers push it into the Pierre zone, but a near turnover there. They still managed to maintain control. Pineda, he's the guy to watch out for. He's got the ball at the moment.
Looks like we're going to have Derry as the high forward right now as opposed to Peterson.
The battle here controlled right now by the Tigers. Out to the left wing looking for Rowe and running towards the sideline. The good job just to get it over the sideline. As
throw in deep into Pierre territory.
Much rather have that throw in as opposed to a corner kick.
Yes.
And a quick throw in here, controlled by the Tigers, trying to send it towards goal, but there's Carnegie in the way.
There's a shot. That was a decent shot. It wasn't that hard, right outside the 18, but Carson Aharts came up with it fairly easily.
Fourth save for Aharts, and so far I'd say 3/4 of those have been pretty simple like that. They've done a great job keeping them as far away from Aharts and letting him get a good look at those. Good job by Derry to keep it in along the sideline.
He's going to let him play. I thought that was a foul, but he's going to let him play.
Derry was looking for the call as well as he was tackled off the ball, and Huron turning it back upfield. Here comes Say. He's got some room. He's got
Cordell again using his size to shield that player off the ball and win it back.
Couldn't keep it in along the sideline. Throw in for the Tigers. They're going to take their time, kind of get things set up a little deeper into the Pierre zone.
Carnegie with a good win there. He's going to carry forward, see if he can find somebody. He's got Ryland Coles on the run there ahead. That's a good through ball on the ground.
Cole's got some room.
He's going to get into the box. Oh.
Great shot. Can't control the rebound.
Jeremy with the follow-up. Good play by the goalkeeper there. That was a good opportunity for us. That's a good counterattack. We're not setting it long in the air. We're finding feet, allowing Cole to go make a play.
Yeah, great job there as they tried to get to the rebound too, but Huron was able to eventually turn that one out, but the Governors looking to add some more pressure again here.
Yep. Good run up by Caden Thompson. You know, we talked about good.
A block on that Derry shot. I think that one kind of got upside the head there.
We've talked about, well, there's a decent opportunity right outside the box by Caden Thompson. We talked about Devin Flotmeyer's ability to get forward, but Caden has the speed to do that too. And a few times in this game, he and Ersman have really combined well together out on that wide channel.
Starting to see a little bit more pressure here by the Governors early on in the second half, and I think if they can, like you said, keep that up, spend more time in the offensive end.
Yeah.
We've already seen a couple of really good opportunities here. More of those will come.
Well, and then they seem to be so far. It's really early in the second half, but playing with a little more urgency up there.
And Johnson Min in for the Tigers. And they look to clear it ahead to midfield. And there's Say sending it ahead for sure, and he's got to get around Slickenmeyer.
Cordell
able to push him off the
forces
ball.
A bad touch. Jeremy Carnegie down. We'll wait for a whistle here to see if they're going to stop play and let him off. I did not see what happened to him.
Yeah, I missed that. The ball goes over the end line here. And
looks like he's going to get up and continue on.
Looks like a little bit of a tender knee there. Hopefully everything's okay. He's going to stay in. Goal kick for the Governors all the way up to midfield. He's looking for Peterson there. He just couldn't get the position on that.
Good pressure by the Governors there. Good pressure by Cole, and that's what we talked about earlier. He's got him in. When he drops back into that midfield, he can just use that athleticism and aggressiveness to really be disruptive and force a turnover.
And a big booming shot, my goodness, by Peterson, but Rosales had a good look at that.
Yeah, right into the arms of the goalkeeper. I saw what he was trying to do. He was trying to find Erisman on the backside here, but it's tough to judge in this wind. It gets up in that air and it gets pushed.
And that's the thing. He may have had an idea where he wanted to put it, but the wind had other ideas.
Good challenge by Carnegie there to save the ball from coming into the box.
So that strong Governor defense continuing here in the second half. They really have been really solid today. And the Huron throw in. We do have another Tiger coming in, as it's Saar coming in to replace Min, who just came in a few seconds ago. Tigers control. Right now Thaw has it, looking to work his way around, and he couldn't quite do it as he ran into Erisman.
Physical challenge by Erisman. Huron wanted a foul there, but referee was not going to award it.
The Tigers still controlling. It's Hutu. He had it knocked away, though, by Flotmeyer. He was trying to connect with Say over there on the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. And they control. Just a little over out of bounds, so Governors get it right back for the throw-in.
Spencer Taylor going to check in for Stephen Blanchette.
One nothing in favor of Huron here in the second half. Still a lot of time left to go in this regular season wrap-up.
Again, there's a good through ball low to Cole Peterson. He's got a deflection there, and it's
almost a dangerous play on the Tigers there, where his defender knocked it away from his goalie, and Peterson, if that had squirted towards him, that would have been an easy tie-up right there. But break for the Tigers and the goal kick up ahead to midfield, but there's Taylor for the Governors. Turns it over, and the Tigers looking to get across the midfield stripe. Kept in by Taylor. He pushes it ahead, looking for some help.
Got to get it off our feet quicker, especially in that tight of space. Huron's very good defensively in tight space.
Right, giving them time to double up the ball and take it away.
Double you up, and then that gives them a chance to be physical. So you gotta play out of that quickly.
Preble to Derry. Derry brings it back in towards.
Derry's going to carry it across the field.
There's Flopmeyer with it, gets it to Taylor. Taylor looking to push it ahead. Battle for it, but Preble's there to help and a whistle.
Taylor stays in there and draws a foul, and it's a dangerous spot too.
So the Governors will get set here for this free kick. You got both Derry or Peterson that could take this one, and they're both right around the ball. Looking for that equalizer here in the second half. Huron with a 1-0 lead. The wall set up in front of the ball. They got a 4-man wall now.
See if they're going to chip or take a shot.
So Peterson run towards the goal
for his
there.
Runners. He's going to goal. Good low, hard screaming ball.
Didn't miss the goal by much. A wide shot there.
But it got deflected and we won a corner, it looks like. So that's a win there.
That is good. The second corner of the game, and both of them for the Governors.
Oh, that was a good ball.
Unable to convert there, so it'll be a goal kick for Huron. And there's that speed of Sure on the outside there.
Yeah, that's one thing most Huron players don't lack is speed.
And it looks like Pineda is going to take it, the first corner of the day for the Tigers. And Pineda, we know he can boom it in there.
We cannot let the ball fall into the box. We've got to use our size advantage and get it out of there.
And it squirts right through. That was Wausau Rowe.
Yeah, that was a low, hard corner. He got around him and just got one redirecting touch on it.
And a 2-0 lead.
Hayharts did not have enough time to react to it. He got his hands on it, but he just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, he saw it just a tick too late and squirted right underneath him for the second goal of the game. And Huron now with a 2-0 lead. So as you know, for the Governors, what is your mindset now? You were only a goal down.
Don't panic. You got to remain patient. You've got to continue to wait for that opportunity. If you can just get the one and pull back within one, it's a ball game again. But you certainly have to buckle down on defense and not allow a third.
Yeah, one goal at a time. Like you said, don't let up a third one because that's going to make that hill that much steeper. Yep. So out of bounds off the Tigers on the far side. A throw in for the Governors. You got Preble right there. Taylor as well. See what he does with it. Up ahead, looking for Derry. Gets the head on it, and he's couldn't quite control it off the header, though. Yep. Taylor able to send it back towards the box, but there's nothing but Tigers right there.
Yeah, and Huron just hasn't let, outside of a couple that we snuck through, they just haven't let Derry or Cole win the ball cleanly up front. They're swarming and they meet him at the ball, and they're just using their speed to close down that space.
Pineda here with the ball, and it was a nice idea that Taylor was trying to get that pass, but he just needed to get a little more on it get it there quicker.
Nate Erisman just extended both arms and just deliberately shoved him. He's going to have to cool off a little bit here so that he doesn't cause another more serious foul or get a card.
A free kick here for the Tigers. That will be Pineda. He's the one who took the corner that led to the goal, and right on net. Oh, big break there for the Tigers, or for the Governors, because there was half of the goal was wide open there.
Yep, we caught a break. They got in and put it into the net, but he was offside. So, again, that's starting a little frustration showing for the Governors, and this is when you can't let that happen. You can't panic. You've just got to stay focused.
First offsides of the game. Like you said, big break for the Governors, but they need to just kind of collect themselves, just stay within their game, and see what they can make out of it. And Cole Peterson trying to push the ball upfield.
And Huron, they're not going to let up. If they can, they're going to look to bust this game open.
Absolutely. They came here for the win just as much as the Governors.
mean, this especially this last week, everybody's vying for the best playoff spot they can get.
Yeah, this is your last opportunity to try and solidify your spot. So with a 2-0 lead, they're not going to be letting up at all. And they push it ahead down the sideline. I think that one went out of bounds. It did indeed. So the question is, who was it off? Looked like it was off the Governors.
Yeah, on the far side of the field over there, it's kind of it's a Huron throw, and I don't know which Governor player it went off of, but Huron was awarded the throw in.
So a quick toss in. There's Pineda once again. It seems to always be around the ball for the Tigers. And Taylor clears it out a bit anyway, closer towards midfield. Peterson trying to make a move there, and Taylor gets it and sends it ahead, but it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Over the sideline. So another throw in for the Tigers, at least across the midfield stripe.
Yep, it looked like Taylor was just trying to clear that ball and alleviate the pressure back there. Oh.
Here come the Tigers once again, and a shot there, a pretty easy one there for Aharts to handle. Sure took that shot. And here's a chance, Derry.
Opportunity now. He's got Cole on the outside. He went for him. That was a
little too much of a floater. I wonder if the
Yep.
wind picked up on that one. Derry
with a shot. That was a great shot,
Wow.
but a great save.
Big save there by Rosales, because Derry was able to get a booming foot on that one.
Yeah, that looked like it was hit hard. It was low. It was going to the back post, inside net. It looked like, and that's just what we need. We just need one good, quick opportunity, and we're back in business.
The Tigers have it at midfield. Battling is Knigge. Taylor there trying to help out, but the Tigers able to bust it ahead, and it's going to be Say chasing after it. But it's out of bounds off the Governors. So like we've said, these Governors, they can score real quick. So with the amount of time that's left, they can crawl back into this one.
Yep. And Derry, if he gets those good looks, anywhere from 25, maybe even 30 and in, if he's getting clean looks, he's got the foot and he's got the power and the accuracy to make it dangerous, and he just showed that right there.
So something for the Tigers to think about now too, seeing that opportunity and just missing that. They've got to keep an eye on him, and maybe that frees up someone else to get a good look too. So we've got a throw in on the far side for the Tigers. They lead 2-0 here over the Governors at the PILC soccer complex. They control the ball right now as Pineda with it. Makes a move up ahead to Hutu. Hutu trying to get around Schlickenmeyer. Doesn't happen, and goes over the end line though.
Good defense by Schlickenmeyer again. Two has a lot of speed. I think he's probably got Cordell in that category, but Cordell's just smart enough and physical enough to make sure that he can't play that ball in. We'll give up a corner, but that's better than that dangerous ball right there.
Absolutely. Second corner kick here for the Tigers. Hutu's going to take
another low one. Another redirect.
That one.
Carson got it and knocked it out, but Huron's the first to the ball there again. And if we want to keep them out of the net, we've got to put a better challenge on that.
So that one off of the Governors. So right back to the corner for the Tigers. So they've had a couple of quick ones back to back here. All three of theirs coming here in the second half. And again, a short kick off the corner.
And those look to be that they're deliberately playing those low and hard. And that's probably, if I'm coaching Huron, maybe I suggest that to kind of equalize or eliminate the size advantage that Pierre has against them.
And a throw in for the Tigers, Hutu.
Again, first, there's just too much time in and around the box for Huron, and they're the first ones to the ball, and we aren't. We need to work to meet them at the ball on those.
And that shot was taken by Say, cleared out way up ahead, looking for Derry.
Out of bounds. That'll allow us a chance to get some numbers forward and maybe build something. You got Elias Gilk going to check into the game.
Got Blanchette back in as well.
Gilk coming in for Arisman. He'll play that outside wide position. Blanchette will come in for Preble, and he'll play defensive mid alongside of Spencer Taylor.
So Caden Thompson ready for the throw-in. Looking for Derry, leaves it in the corner for him.
Derry with some nice moves. He's going to go for a shot. That's another strong shot from Ryland Derry. And again, right outside the 18. So if he can get from side to side and find those, I mean, the keeper's had both of them, but he's really had to work for them. Those are good, hard, well-placed shots.
Yeah, big save there by Rosales.
And we've won a corner off of it.
And he would have had that goal had he not gotten a hand on it. Fourth
into the
corner
box.
kick.
That's a good ball into the box. Oh, we just weren't able to get ahead on it. That was a great corner kick.
Taylor's going to take a shot from up top, but that one knocked away by the defense. And third corner kick there for the Governors, unable to cash in on that one, but continuing to put the pressure on. Another good look there for Derry when he had that shot. If Rosales didn't get the hand on it, that one was going in. The Tigers looking to clear it out.
And Derry's taken a couple of those shots outside the box, but he's been very good with selecting when he does it.
Yeah, he's had a couple of really good, strong shots that Rosales has had to make some really big saves on. Taylor controlling, pushing
good
it
ball
up ahead
to Cole Peterson. Cole's going to go for it now, and he's just going to sail it right over.
Just a little too high over the right corner of the goal.
And we're going to have another water break.
So as we continue on, we're midway through the second half. The Huron Tigers, they've extended their lead 2-0 here at the PILC Soccer Center. We'll take our hydration break and be back with more second half action here on GoGov's Live, as well as on the River page at drgnews.com and on the DRG News app.
Here is your premier spot to watch all the sports from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on LiveTicket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and drgnews.com.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities. At DK Auto Repair in Pierre, we take pride in our fast and professional auto service. Our well-trained techs specialize in transmission repair, tune-ups, brake service, suspension engine repair, auto diagnostics, and general maintenance repairs and oil changes. Making sure you and your family get from point A to point Z and all points in between is what motivates us to provide you exceptional service. At DK Auto Repair, we proudly support every Pierre Governors event, the students involved, and their families.
And welcome back to the PILC Soccer Complex. I'm Dave Williams along with Coach Sean Blanchett. Joining me and Caleb Brozek taking care of the video for us. Huron leading 2-0 as we get into the late stages of the game. Coach, what during that hydration break do you say to the boys?
Keep your composure. Don't slow down. You know that Huron's going to come at you and try to close this game out, but you've got to counter their energy. You've got to continue to try to find opportunities up there, and you know, you can't give up fouls. You just press the issue and try to get a free kick here and there and press the issue. But Pineda's going to attack the ball up deep here for Huron, and
just like you were saying, not letting off.
Yep, and there it was.
Inside the post, Pineda banks it in and gives the Huron Tigers their third goal, and that's a tough one right there.
It is, and he had a lot of time out there, but it was a very, very well played shot. That was a really pretty goal. Hopefully that's not necessarily the dagger for Pierre, but 3 goals with less than 20 to go is a steep hill to climb.
It is indeed, but if anybody can score quick, it is the Pierre Governors on the kickoff. Taylor is going to look to send it ahead up the right wing.
Gilco in a throw in, and again off that Huron goal. Going back to that, he had a lot of time to set up there and get a look at goal and take a prep touch and then get a clean shot. So, yep,
not something you can let them do. And Derry with a little bit of a shove down there in the corner, so Huron will get the ball back. Got to be careful with those types of plays, especially this late in the game. You want to keep the ball as much as possible.
Yep, and that's keeping composure, not letting the frustrations get to you.
A break there for the Governors. Derry with the ball.
So now we'll have to start taking some risks and sending more bodies forward. And you know, you might give up a little bit on defense, but at this stage of the game, you don't have much of a choice.
Got to make that adjustment and see if you can make something happen.
Yep, and everybody's going to have to dig deep and be able to make a sacrifice here to see if we can try to pull ourselves back into it.
Peterson tried for the play there, and down goes.
Another frustration foul.
That was Garcia. Looks like he's going to pop back up. Going to be okay. So the foul on Peterson gives Huron a free kick, and that's going to be Hutu. Big, long entry kick there, and still controlled by the Tigers. Finally, Taylor clears it out to the sideline. So another throw in for the Tigers. It's going to be Rowe tossing it in to Pineda. Thaw trying to send it in, sent away momentarily by the defense.
Blanchett putting a challenge on the ball. He wins a foul.
Gives the Governors a chance to move on up, see if they can get it going. Carnegie is probably going to boom this one as far as he can, I would imagine, and he can.
Didn't get it up in the air quite enough, but
tried to get it to Peterson, but Muge getting in the way of that one. Right along the sideline. Looks like that was off of the Governors, so a throw in for the Tigers. The Governors coming into this game, they were 8th place in the seeding. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here and how that affects going into the playoffs. Because that's that 8th spot, that is the last spot you can be in to get that home game.
Yep, that's the last spot. You just, if this result holds, you just hope that they had enough built into their average to retain that spot. It's not a guarantee. I think if they were to get a win here today, that would have enough to kind of lock that spot in. But, hopefully that I think O'Gorman's in that next spot down. Hopefully you get a little help there and prevent them from moving up.
Over the goal line, off the Tigers, so it'll be a goal kick. And you hate to put your playoff future in the hands of what has already happened instead of being able to do it yourself and solidify it. But that may be the boat the Governors are in. Kick ahead off the goal kick by A. Hart's a little too far for Derry to control. Preble tried a little touch pass to Peterson, but the Tigers turn it ahead. And Hutu sends it up.
Cordell beat initially there, but a good recovery.
As Say gets it back to Hutu and sends it in, and here comes Aharts. He not messing around, not going to let them try and get something in close quarters this time. He will punt it over the midfield stripe. Tigers send it right back into the Pierre zone, and there's Thal with it. Looking for Pineda in the corner, but the Governors able to take it away. Derry looking for Peterson, and Browers was over there as well. Now next to the sideline, Flottmeyer able to keep it in and gets it to Preble. Preble's going to look ahead. Gets it to Peterson.
Derry on the run. Is he going to slide in a through ball or?
See, Peterson not able to take a shot there, but
it's a little too long.
I think he held on to it a bit too much. Governor's able to keep it inside the midfield stripe.
We heard the Huron coach during the water break, and she specifically was talking to her team about number 9 and number 11, and that would be Cole and Derry. So, you know, if they're listening to coach over there, they're going to do everything they can to prevent that ball coming off their foot.
And Carnegie was going to try to send it in on goal, but Rowe over the end line for the Tigers. 5th corner kick of the game for the Pierre Governors, and looks like Ryland Derry is going to be the one to take that.
Yeah.
Sends it far side, but too far for his teammates.
Yep, he was just trying to play a low, hard curling ball in, and he just kind of caught it at a bad angle and just sent it a little too far over the box.
Goal kick here for the Tigers. Rosales will send it ahead. Preble getting in there, stealing it.
Yep, Ryland's going to be able to turn on it, see if he can get through the traffic. He's going to get it taken away.
Way too many Tigers there. 3 of them surrounded him.
Yep, and that's a good foul drawn
play
by Matthias there. That's just being physical and trying to exploit space and suck those defenders in and put them in a bad position.
Right, Derry lost the ball. Preble didn't give up. He got it and drew that foul. So,
yep.
See if the Governors are able to make something happen off of this free kick. Again, we'll probably see Derry take it. Cole will more than likely head towards goal. Maybe they'll change it up. That's what they did the last time. Looks like, no, Peterson's going to take it this time. Shoots at a bouncer, but
right into
not
the
enough
hands
traffic.
Yep, right in the hands of Rosales.
So Rosales with another save. Yeah, he had a good look all the way in on that one. Just needed to get a few more Governor bodies in there to make it a little harder for him. Carnegie has it for the Governors. A mid-stripe taken away, but sent right back ahead. Derry's got the ball now. Looking for some help. He's got Peterson. There's a shot.
There's a goal.
And there it is. The 18th of the season for Cole Peterson.
And again, so Huron swarmed 2 or 3 players to Derry as soon as he won the ball. He recognized it. He just fed an easy through ball. He saw Cole Peterson on the run, and that was a good opportunity, and Cole with a good finish. So
and they finally were able to connect on what they've been trying all game long. Climbed to within 2 goals now. It's 3-1 for Huron.
13:30 on the clock. Hopefully this gives them a little bit of energy here, and we see a little more energy out of the Governors.
Always
a little more urgency.
Yeah, a little more of a pick-me-up after that goal. Carnegie battling for the ball, making it tough on the Tigers. Getting some help too from Preble.
Yep, just gotta play quickly.
Hutu takes it away. There's Preble again in the middle of things, trying to steal the ball away, unable to get it from Garcia. Gets it over to Hutu, back to Garcia. Nice little give and go there, but the Governors not letting them get too far. So they push it into the middle of the field. Nice behind the back pass, and Governor defense able to turn them away. Carnegie has it stolen though as he was trying to turn upfield, and long, high looping shot there by Muget, and that one went over the goal. So a goal kick here for Aharts. These Huron Tigers not afraid to shoot it from wherever, as we saw once again there. But I think the wind kind of helped lift that one a little high too. The Tigers take away the goal kick that got across the midfield stripe, and Pineda rather with it, and he's got Garcia with him, and over on the wing is Rowe. Rowe sends it ahead, finds Thaw, looking to make a move, and down he goes.
Caden Thompson extended his arm, wrapped him up, and held him, and they'll call that every single time. You can't give those fouls up right here.
Yeah, that one has been a consistent call all game long. They've been letting the bodies go for the most part, as long as it isn't overly aggressive, but that one, that's been an all game long call.
He's going to goal there, and he's going to push it over the
crossbar. Up and over.
So we'll see here if Hart sends the long ball again, if we're able to actually win it out of the air this time. I haven't been counting, but it seems as though when we're playing it out of the back of those long balls, Huron's had the advantage as far as getting the first touch on it.
Yeah, they've been able to get in there and turn it right back up for an offensive chance. And along the sideline, Peterson tries to steal it away. And there's Browers battling for it too. A lot of bodies over there. Peterson back, and he's got it right now. Trying to push it ahead. And up and out of over the sideline. Looks like it was off Peterson, so a Huron throw in. As time winding down, 3-1. Huron leading the Governors here in the season finale as we're a week away from playoffs. Huron controlling, gets it across the midfield stripe, and nice sliding
Good slide
tackle
by Jeremy.
Ryland with the ball.
Lays it off for Casey Browers on the wing out there. He's going to play it back into the box. Right. Huron's going to win it, but Derry's going to pick it up here.
Great job of running it down by Ryland Derry.
Yep.
Has some help back there. There's Blanchette. They're going to work it back a little dangerous as there's a couple of Tigers.
Yep. Flotmeyer's going to take it upfield.
Down he goes, but Browers moves it ahead, looking for Carnegie in the box.
And they've pushed Carnegie up top for the time being, it looks like. I think just to give him that some more size up top.
Size and the power on those shots, because he can really kick it too. And up ahead to Peterson, looking for some room, trying to get around the defender.
Let's see if Cole can win the ball.
Down they both go. We'll see what the call is. It's going to go against Peterson this time.
Yeah, he was challenging that player pretty hard from behind there, and we're going to see a card come out on somebody. Looks like Devin Flotmeyer. I don't know what, if he had said something to the referee or. Oh, and Caden Thompson's going to draw a card too. You can't let those things happen right there. That's just lack of discipline and loss of composure.
And in comes Preble, and we've got Elias Gilk coming in as well. It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. And we have another Governor. Devin Flotmeyer is going to be. Is he going to come back in? Or he has to wait a little bit. Didn't he come out with a. I guess they're going to let him back in.
Nope, he's got to wait until the next substitute opportunity.
And that's what I was wondering, because you got to wait until the next break, and then he can come back in. Long kick there, off the free kick by the Tigers, and they're going to control it up ahead.
And they're going to find it. Oh,
here comes Sherrill one-on-one.
That's good save by Ahart to keep them in the game.
Able to stay with him and
Ryland on a long ball. Let's see if he can make a play on it here.
Got 3 Tigers to contend with.
Got 9 minutes left. You've got to find one good opportunity here.
Derry
just to make it a one-goal game again.
Ball just kind of bouncing around. Nobody really controlling. Finally, the Tigers push it across the midfield stripe. Schlickenmeyer trying. He's 2-on-1, but another big save by Ahart.
And, those opportunities are coming easier for Huron because we do have numbers pushed up forward. And so, those counterattacks are going to continue to be pretty dangerous for us. But our Ahart's with a couple of big saves. If they get that 4th goal, that would kind of be the dagger. So he's keeping us in the game right now.
So Ahart's is going to punt it ahead, see if he can get it up there for Peterson. And A little too far. Peterson, he's
right
going to
into
try
the
and
arms
chase
of
it
the
down. But
goalkeeper again.
Yeah, Rosales smartly came up high in the box for that one.
That big hard bounce, the wind behind it, it just gets away from you.
And that punt's down by Carnegie, trying to control it, but the Tigers are able to do that. Here
Again,
comes
they've got
Say
numbers
once
here.
again.
They've got behind and
And there's goal number 4 for the Tigers. That was number 18, Bait by Say on that one, and that's a tough one to defend as the goalie and the defenders when you're outnumbered.
Yep, and that was, again, a good counterattack. And they had 3 going right to goal, using their speed. He sees the defender step up to him and he just lays it off to the open man, and those are good team goals and
very opportunistic, taking advantage of what they had in front of them. And they will continue to attack. Pineda slide tackled off of that one.
And so now what you're looking for, you want to continue to be physical, but you've got 2 kids on yellow cards right now. You've got it, especially those 2 players have got to be careful. You're very unlikely you're going to pull back and get this result, but you can't have starters out for your playoff game.
Right, and Derry draws the foul there.
There's a
Big
good
booming
ball.
kick by Carnegie, and getting ahead on it was Peterson, and it almost snuck by Rosales. He made the initial save, but the spin on that one almost got in behind him. The Tigers just trying to...
Blanchette with some good pressure on the ball there. Erisman with a good step. That's what it's going to take. They're just going to have to go all out here to try to get back into the game. And we're going to see another card. This time against Huron. Hard foul on Derry, and that's Saar from Huron.
So he will come out. In for him will be Johnson Min.
6:40 left on the clock. Big hill to climb, but
not impossible, but you've really got to be concise and quick about your attacks. And Derry, it looks like he is going to take the free kick. Got to remember, too, there's big wind gusts right now as we're waiting for the shot.
He might just go to goal here. And he does.
He's looking for it just a little high over the crossbar.
A little bit over the crossbar. Well hit.
He definitely had good placement on it if it was just a little bit lower. And again, that wind, it's right now the way it's blowing across the field, it makes that a tough shot, but he didn't miss that by much. And I think, like you said, that was really his best route to go on that free kick. And the Governors trying to steal this goal kick, just about do. It's along the sideline now, and they take it away.
Good defensive play by Caden Thompson. Let's see if Ryland Derry
couldn't make the
trying
move.
to touch it around that defender. It was defended well.
Yep, Thaw did a good
and
job.
Here comes the counterattack.
Sends it ahead. Looks
2v2
for Klein
in front of our
Sasser.
goal. They're going to slow it down, it looks like.
Klein Sasser trying to get around. Carnegie can't. And the A-Hearts will just corral it in. And
looks like it let it roll over the side.
Yep.
The end line.
Picked
He's
it
going to
up
get a
off.
goal kick here.
So he'll try to send it ahead. He's got both
See if we
Peterson
can
and
win it
Derry
out
ahead.
here.
Good header
Derry.
by Derry. See if Peterson can catch up to it. He does, but Rosales gets in the way first, and a big collision between the goalie and his defender. And he's still down on the ground.
Yeah, he was hit really hard.
That was it was a big collision between Rosales and his defender. He took the brunt of that. And the interesting thing is he is the only goalkeeper on the roster that they have listed as a goalkeeper, but I would imagine they've got to have somebody that can come in an emergency, which somebody's going to probably have to come in.
Pretty much every team has an idea who their backup's going to be in a situation like this. You have to. The likelihood of a goalkeeper getting hit and getting knocked out for at least a little while is pretty high. It's a pretty risky position to be in, so we'll see who they send on in his place.
And we saw that earlier in the season for the Governors when A-Hearts took a hard hit to the mouth, and he had to step out for a little bit and make sure he was okay, and they were able to stop the bleeding. That's when Peter Tomte came in. He's the backup goalie for the Governors, played a little bit, but thankfully Aharts was okay and was able to get back in the game. So looks like Rosales is still down on the field. We'll step aside as we are late in the game here, the final game of the season. The Huron Tigers leading the Pierre Governors 4-1. We'll step aside for a moment here from the PILC Soccer Complex on gogovs.com and on the River page at drgnews.com and on the DRG News app.
Of all the things you can teach a child, how to handle money is one of the most important. Their knowledge, discipline, and control in the area of money will follow them wherever they may go and in every area of their life. Teach them the facts of money. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
This is Randy Schumacher, owner of Capital City Monuments. When the time comes for you to consider the purchase of a memorial, be it ahead of time for yourself or for a loved one who has passed, I am here to help. I have 27 memorials on display in my office. We can design the memorial together when you visit. My reputation has been built on integrity, trust, and caring service to families. I am located across from Hardware Hank on Main Street. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family at Capital City Monuments.
And welcome back to the PILC Soccer Complex. Rosales, he is up but helped off the field, so we have a replacement in goal as All-R Sar in net now for the Tigers, who lead 4-1. I'm Dave Williams. Joining me is Coach Sean Blanchette. Late in the game, a long dump into the Pier zone, and Aharts will just go and get it and look to try to get something going.
Yeah, that was kind of a courtesy ball from Huron there. You know, the clock stopped because our goalkeeper was injured, so they just kind of set it long and let us have the possession. So,
and trying to clear it out, and they do, the Tigers, but Thompson unable to keep it in. Throw in for Huron. And it's going to be Rowe tossing it in for the Tigers up to Pineda. Trying to work it along the sideline.
Yeah, and he's right there. He's just taking the ball. He's shielding it. Not really looking to do much with it other than to probably run some time off the clock.
Yeah, just milk it a little bit as we're towards the end, and they've got a 3-goal lead.
Again, that's... Throw in Pierre. That's what it's going to take. We just have to figure out a way to win back possession.
Thompson, a long throw in ahead. Derry tried to little touch for Blanchette.
Fortunate bounce. Peterson's into the box. Oh, good save by the...
There's Blanchette trying to get it in, but...
Off balance and well defended.
Defender got in the way and kind of threw him off. Governor still controlled. Derry with it.
Looks like Blanchette came up limping a little bit after that play.
The Tigers trying to push it across the midfield stripe. Flopmeyer had other ideas there.
Yeah, I really wouldn't look for the Huron Tigers to really be forcing the issue here. It looks to me that they're really going to play conservatively and not force it, just hang on to the ball and let the clock wind down.
They draw a foul there, and they'll get a free kick out of this one. Looks like Hutu will take this one. In on goal, and it's going to be a one-hopper. Ooh!
Oh.
And Kleinsasser, as Aharts was waiting for the one-hopper to come to him, just got his foot on it and just lifted it up and over, and there's
just
goal
chipped
number
it right
5.
over him. And that looked like nobody called that ball. It didn't look like it. It didn't seem like there was much communication back there, and he just got in, and all he had to do was just kind of toe flip it. And
an easy goal, the type that you don't like to see happen at the end of a game.
Yep.
You don't want to give those up any time, but especially right there. And Governors will kick off, and Carnegie will push it ahead.
Long ball, he's going to try to find Browers, but has it been the story all day? Huron's just winning that battle out of the air when we try to send it forward.
That one went off the Tigers, so Peterson will throw it in, gets it right back. Tried to boom it in, but one of the defenders in the way. That was Min getting in front of that one.
Oh, bad touch by Carnegie there, and
here comes Pineda.
Yep.
We know what he can do, but he just kind of lays back, and Thompson's able to kick it out, but it's going to be a corner kick.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Fourth corner kick of the afternoon for the Tigers.
Clock stoppage. Carnegie's down on the field again.
Here late in the game, the Huron Tigers lead the Pierre Governors 5-1, and yep, Carnegie's down. So,
and at this point, you just can't. There's no sense in taking any risks. You just got to get off the field, and
you don't want to get injured. Don't want to hurt yourself in any way.
Yep, regroup for next week. You know, again, whether that's going to end up being at home or on the road. Can't risk injury. You can't risk any additional cards, especially for the two already playing on yellow. So,
corner kick off the side of right up the corner of the post. So a goal kick here for the Governors, and they're gonna try and quickly push this one and try to make something happen.
Yep,
end on a positive note.
Caden Ahart's the 7th grader in right now, see if he can get a little pressure up top. But Huron played that out pretty easily.
Thompson has it turned away, but it'll be a throw-in for the Governors as Carnegie makes his way towards the bench. Governors send it ahead. Thompson looking for some help, but nobody there, and it comes right back to him. He's going to tap it back to Aharts, who's going to turn around, send it ahead to Taylor.
Yep, and Huron's got numbers again there, but
they do.
Pierre able to clear it.
Avoided a dangerous opportunity there once again. Tigers, though, they have it on the far side along the sideline. They're going to push it ahead to the mid-stripe.
Blanchette with a couple of headers to try to win back possession here. And
Browers is going to battle along the sideline as well. Peterson jumping in, trying to take it away. Unable to do so. Knocked out. Oh, no, kept in by the Governors right on the sideline. It was close. Flopmeyer sends it towards the middle of the field, crosses it all the way over to Erlisman. Thompson has it taken away, though. And there's Pineda. See what he does with it.
28 seconds left here. Well, yep, he's just going to slow it down and play to the corner.
Just kind of lope it up the wing. Let time wind down. He's just trying to keep it in, trying to keep the Governors away from it. Thompson finally takes it away, sends it up ahead.
10 seconds left on the clock.
I don't know if they're going to have time to get anything
Well,
done, and there's
the final
horn.
whistle.
And a tough one for the Governors. Final game of the season. Coming into this one, they were 8th in the seeding. We're going to have to see what happens as they fall 5-1 to Huron. And they were only down 1-0 here, and coming into the second half. What happened, do you think, there, Coach?
Well, again, it was, we talked about it top of the game and at halftime that we just know that Huron is not going to slow down. They're going to continue to press the issue, and they're fast enough, they're physical enough that they can frustrate you all day, and that's kind of what they did. And they kind of won the physical battle. I'd say our guys got outworked a little bit there, and that was probably the biggest difference is they never take their foot off the gas.
Yeah, they're not really a fancy type of team. They just work hard. When they get the opportunities, they really cashed in today.
Yep.
So they improved to 5-6-1. on their final season tally, while the Governors fall to 6-5-2. So now it's just kind of a waiting game to see what else happened around the league and where you're going to end up. Are you going to be on the road, or are you going to sneak in and get that last home spot?
Yep, and then who is it that you end up playing?
Right.
The three spots right behind us look like they were tight enough that there could be movement within those three ranks between O'Gorman and Rapid City Central and Sioux Falls Roosevelt. I think, depending on how they do and the results they get, there might be enough seed points for some of those teams to change positions as well. But we definitely need help. Unfortunate result today, but it is what it is, and we'll just have to live with whatever comes from those other games around the state.
Absolutely. Wait and see what shakes out, how things end up, and next week just get back to it with a playoff game, whether you're home or away. Just come at it with a fresh mindset and be ready to play.
Yep, rejuvenate and refocus and just try to, get a result next week. And we're still in a good position to get a win in the playoffs. We're right in the middle of the pack, so, we're not going to be in positions where we have in the past where we're the heavy underdogs. So I think any of those teams we might end up playing are winnable games for us. So
that's right. You start with a fresh record, and anything can happen once you get into the playoffs.
Yep, that's right.
Well, thank you, Coach, for joining me today. It was a pleasure having you here.
Yeah.
And not the result that the Governors were hoping for. They really got outshot because, boy, did Huron just take a bunch of shots. They weren't afraid to send it towards the goal. They weren't necessarily on point a lot of times. They ended up, with 14 shots. But save-wise, Harts, he really, on a lot of these last few goals, he really didn't have much that he could do. The Tigers had the numbers, and he just did what he could. He ended up with 7 saves on the day, and considering how well Huron played and took advantage of those opportunities, he really kept the Governors in it for as long as he could.
Yep, and during the course of that second half, when they got to 2-1 or 2-0 or 3-0, we talked about Pierre just can't let up. They can't because Huron was, they were going to keep coming, and they were going to look to open the game up, and that's what they ended up doing. So a lot of frustration set in for us, it looked like, but that's the result we got, and we'll just have to live with that.
Absolutely. And final from the PILC Soccer Center here on the boys' final game of the season. They fall to Huron 5-1. For Caleb Brozek on video, Coach Sean Blanchett joining me. I'm Dave Williams. Thank you for tuning in and watching Governor Soccer here on GoGovs.live and on the River page at drgnews.com and on the DRG News app. We'll see you in just a few for girls soccer.